When we think about oral language, in essence, we're thinking about how children make sense of the world with their, understanding of what words mean, being able to follow instructions, understanding of early language concepts, being able to express themselves.
The No Limits initiative is a part of our cluster with our primary schools and our kinders. Through philanthropic funding, we were able to target oral language and look at improving outcomes.
Vacuum?
Vacuum? It has a number.
Yeah, what number's that one? Delayed oral language is when children's language development doesn't follow a typical path in the typical time frame. So children may not use sentences as long as others, they may use substitutions of words, and they may not understand the breadth of vocabulary that other children of their similar age may.
Oral language is what we do every day. So it's broken into two bits. It's the talking that I'm doing now, that's our expressive language component, and it's the understanding of language, which is receptive language. Oral language is both of those codes going in and out, but it's also more than that. It's also about the way that we use language. So it's the social rules that we use. It's knowing when to take turns, when to talk, when not to talk, when to talk on the same topic, and how the strategies that we use to keep conversations going.
Often they can't rely on their parents. And that's not a bad thing, it's just that the parents have either had a bad time at school or they don't know how to read and write themselves, and they want the best for their children, but they don't know how to do it. And that's where we pick up.
That's exactly right. You make fire with them. They're called matches.
Yeah.
Can you say matches?
Matches.
But you can't understand if you don't have a knowledge of the world. So, some concepts are really foreign to our students, even things like above, next to, under, things that we take for granted. So we're giving them all of those experiences that they would normally probably get by living in a rich environment.
We tested nearly 300 kids in the first term of 2019, and we'll retest them at the end of 2019.
Basically, we're collecting data every day on our students, and we're tracking them and seeing where they're going. So we're tailored, every individual student has a tailored program.
After our retest at the end of 2019, we'll have our first set of pre and post data, and here we'll be able to see the changes that we've been able to make in the oral language and phonemic awareness skills in kids.
Different words.
Yeah.
We practice, what else do we practice? Our reading.
Yeah, ready.
We do some home reading.
And numbers.
And our numbers. What about our gold words?
They go there.
The ability to express your wants and your needs enables you to be engaged in all aspects of society, and we know that when people are engaged with their communities, they're happier.
They'll be confident, they'll be able to ask questions, they'll be able to talk about their learning, they'll be able to communicate effectively with adults and their peers, they'll be able to communicate beyond just their social circles. It's all about choice and opening up the doors for these students.